Sannidhanam. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam is the reviver of Kailasa, which is a macrocosmic, ancient, enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism. He has been recognized by his predecessors, who are enlightened masters and adepts. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities a lifestyle for humanity. A brief timeline of the coronations of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Before 1981, he was identified as the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva by spiritual adepts and enlightened masters of Hinduism. And in 1981, he was initiated into Bala Sannyas and Chaturmasya at the age of 3. In 1988, at the age of 10, he was coronated as the future Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Tunde Mandala Adinam, which is the oldest monastic university. And on 24th of May 1994, he was declared as a successor of the Arunachala Sarvanya Peetham by the Guru Parampara, which is the lineage of Gurus. In 1999, he founded the mission Nithyananda Sangha to revive Kailasa internationally. The same year, he was also coronated as a successor of the Kashi Sarvanya Peetham. Here we are looking at the lineage of the Gurus of the Adi Arunachala Sarvanya Peetham. These are the photographs taken when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded the mission Nithyananda Sangha to revive Kailasa internationally. These are the glimpses into the coronation as the successor of the Kashi Sarvanya Peetham. On 4th of November 2002, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded the Adi Kailasa Sarvanya Peetham. In 2004, on 1st of Jan, he was declared as the successor of the Bhagyanagara Sripura Sarvanya Peetham. The same year, he was also declared as the incumbent emperor of the Suryavamsa Surangi Samrajyam of the Suryavamsa lineage. Here we are looking at the photographs taken when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism laid the first brick founding the Adi Kailasa Sarvanya Peetham. These are the photographs when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the successor of the Bhagyanagara Sripura Sarvanya Peetham. And these are the lineage of kings of the Suryavamsa Surangi Samrajya.
In 2007, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Adi Pallava Sarvanya Peetham. Again, in the same year, he was also declared as Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvanya Khada. In the year 2012, he was coronated as the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Madurai Shyamala Pita Sarvanya Peetham, the oldest Hindu papal state and the monastic kingdom that was on the 27th of April. Here we can see a few pictures of the lineage of the Adi Pallava Sarvanya Peetham, the year 2007. Here we have a few pictures of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism being coronated as 293rd Guru Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, the Kailasa Shyamala Pita Sarvanya Peetham. In 2013, he was officially coronated as Mahamandaleshwar, Supreme Spiritual Head of Mahanirvanya Khada, largest Advaita monastic order. He was also the youngest Mahamandaleshwar. In the same year, he was declared as Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of Yatara Khada, the oldest monastic order in Hinduism, by Acharya Mahamandaleshwar Sukadevananda Ji, and the incumbent spiritual head. In 2014, he was coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Tanjavur. A few pictures of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism being coronated as Mahamandaleshwar of the Mahanirvanya Khada. of his coronation as Guru Mahasanidanam Tanjavuradi. In 2014, he was coronated as the Guru Mahasanidanam of the Tiruvaruradinam. In the same year, he was also coronated as the Guru Mahasanidanam of the Vedaranyam Adinam. And again, in 2014, he was also coronated as the Guru Mahasanidanam of the Pancharatikulam. Here we have few pictures of the lineage of the Tiruvarur Adinam. Here we have few pictures of the lineage of the Guru Mahasanidanam of the Vedaranyam Adinam.
In 2015, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasanidanam of the Dharma Mukti Swargapuram Adinam, following which the same year he was also coronated as the Guru Mahasanidanam of the Adi Pita Kailasa Matha, and was also elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 spiritual leaders and pontiffs. Here we're looking at the lineage of the Gurus of the Dharma Mukti Swargapuram Adinam, of which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the presiding Guru Mahasanidanam. Here are the photographs taken when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasanidanam of the Adi Pita Kailasa Matha. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was also elected as a Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu pontiffs and leaders at the age of 36. We look at here the photographs. So what we have seen till now is a brief timeline of the coronations of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. It's now time that we move to the next segment of today's webinar. We are going to be having the live Darshan and the live address by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. Before we enter into that, I'd like to hand over the stage to Sri Nithyananda to take us further into the webinar. Thank you.
Nithyanandam. My name is Sri Nithyananda, and today we are here to talk about a very interesting topic, time. This is one of the topics that has been explored so much in science fiction movies, in so many different varieties of ideas, like time travel. Sometimes it even talks about a loop in time where people get stuck playing the same piece of time over and over again. So it looks like there is a technical glitch. Just give me one. Nithyanandam. My name is Sri Nithyananda, and today we are here to talk about a very interesting topic, time. This is one of the topics that has been explored so much in science fiction movies, in so many different varieties of ideas, like time travel. Sometimes it even talks about a loop in time where people get stuck playing the same piece of time over and over again. So it looks like there is a technical glitch. Just give me one. Nithyanandam. My name is Sri Nithyananda, and today we are here to talk about a very interesting topic, time. This is one of the topics that has been explored so much in science fiction movies, in so many different varieties of ideas, like time travel. Sometimes it even talks about a loop in time where people get stuck playing the same piece of time over and over again. Are we stuck in a loop in time right now? Let me go fix it. Just give me a second. Nithyananda, I'm glad we started that out. Great. that's taken care of. Let's just get on with our program. Time is a very strange phenomenon. Different cultures treat time differently. For example, in the West, if you think about time, time is always equated to money. We say, oh my God, 1 hour of my time, I lost $50, or 1 hour of my time, I lost $100. So people tend to think of time in the West as linear, with a start and an end. And after that, something ends, something new has to start. So they tend to think of using time to their maximum profit or benefit. But in the East, people tend to think of time differently. They tend to think of time as more fungible, softer, and in many cases also circular, because we believe in life and death, in the circle of life, things beginning, starting all over again. It's very interesting. Of course, Hollywood has treated time in a very different way, and they have had fun with it because they don't know what it is. So let's look at some ideas of time that are available today. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. Like I said, time loops. Like when time keeps flowing over and over again, there's been so many movies where people have talked about time happening over and over again. We may think that this is just a fantasy, or that's how this is science fiction. But many people in their life, if you think about it, even if time may not go over and over again in a loop, it seems like that. Every day is the same. You have not gotten out of the incompletions. You have not gotten out of the rut that you are in. Every day seems to be the same over and over again. So this is actually very relatable to many people in our daily life. Of course, there is also movies on time travel, which have been very, very popular. And a lot of questions about is space-time linear? Is it a circle? Are there alternate realities? And so each movie tends to just fantasize about different ideas of what it could be, whether it is Harry Potter or Groundhog Day, or each movie has its own idea of what time is. Now, this is where there is not much scientific research done. Not many people know what it means. But of course, Albert Einstein was the very first person to explain that according to his theory of relativity, time and space are just dimensions. And this is the very first time people thought of time as a dimension related to space. And this is an interesting concept because I'll come back to it later. Vedic sciences actually relate to this concept very closely. And in some sense, even gravity is all about movement in the space-time continuum. And if you have a heavier object, it has a deeper depression, as this picture shows, in the space-time continuum. And any object that moves closer, because it's moving towards the faster in a space dimension, in a curved space dimension, time actually goes slower in those areas. And of course, many movies have been made exploring this theme also. But according to science, according to the mathematics of science, although we can move back and forth in space, we can only move in one direction in time. And this is something that people have thought about very deeply, and a lot of scientific research has been done. In fact, I want to share with you the most recent research paper published last year on what this means. Let me just play a small video.
I think we need a better understanding of what time is. The problem is we don't really know what it is, except that it happens to us.
And processes appear to evolve from the past to the future. What's the definition of time? The best answer in physics is that time is the process that brings the unknown future into a recorded past via the present. If you think about it, this requires an increase in information because every second, every moment that goes by is recorded as a definite past, which are events that have definitely happened. This was not knowledge until it happened. When it happened, it became new information. and thus added to the total information in the universe. More information is more entropy, and this could be related to the flow of time according to some theories. Physicist Lee Smolin suggests in a 2021 paper that what distinguishes the past from the present is a kind of knowledge that is gained once indeterminate quantum events consisting of only probabilities in the present become a classical definite past. According to Smolin, the past is completely classical. They are no longer probabilities. They are definite. They have already happened. They cannot unhappen. However, the future is quantum. It consists of probabilities. It is still unfolding. So what seems to separate the past from the present is whether it is knowable or not, whether it has become actual knowledge, something for which we can say, yeah, it was like this. So according to the paper, the change from a quantum indefinite present to a classical definite past is what defines the arrow of time. This points always in the forward direction as the quantum present constantly churns out a classical past. The future is also quantum, according to Smolin. It consists of only possibilities. So we are living constantly in the very moment when probabilities become actualized and reality becomes imprinted in the past as actual knowledge. Although Smolin does not talk specifically about information in his paper, if one interprets actualized knowledge as a kind of information being added to the universe, then perhaps this is the link that connects entropy to time. If Smolin is correct, and the arrow of time is due to indeterminate quantum events becoming the classical past, and if this knowledge is leading to more information constantly being created, then entropy is also increasing because of its link to information. And since the classical definite past becomes known and cannot go back to being unknown, time cannot be reversed, and entropy also cannot be decreased. They all go one way. Quantum becomes classical, information increases, entropy increases, and time flows only forward. Note.
Great. So that is an interesting video of why time only flows forward according to physics. There are other interesting approaches to what time is, and there are movies which talk about how a perception of time is related to language itself. How you think, how you speak determines how you think about time. And this is one of the places where we can really think about Sanskrit, how Sanskrit has the sentence in general does not have any rigid structure. You could rearrange some words in a sentence and still the meaning is the same. How does that relate to how we perceive time? This is an important concept. Now, what do the Hindu scriptures say about time? The Parashakti Agama, Vidyapada, verse 49. Actually, there are 30 or 40 verses which talk about time. I'm just going to start with just one. Basically, it says, in the absence of time, nothing originates. In the absence of time, nothing goes out of existence. Just like the potter's wheel, clay and such other things are the causes for the creation of pot. Even so, time serves as the cause for the origins of worldly objects. So to look a little deeper into what that Agama says, in what I talked about before, it says, in spite of presence of a lump of clay or wheel or other things, the pot was not created without time, right? That which serves as the cause for appearance of objects is known as time. To me, this sounds very similar to what was said before by Lee Smolin and the latest research on time. It is very interesting that our agamas many thousands of years ago have talked about these concepts in a very advanced way. Now, Swamiji has also talked about time and space, and he says when space dimension enters into time, time literally manifests everything that space wants. And when time dimension enters into depth, depth manifests everything that time wants. I don't understand what it means, but the beauty is Swamiji is here for us to not only explain the intricacies of time and space, but also explain the intricacies of everything that the Poshkara Agama or anything that is said in the Hindu scriptures. And as we know, in Hindu, according to Hindu cosmology, time is actually an illusion. And I am waiting, just like all of you, to experience this reality with Swamiji. Now, let's go back to talking about time, right? Time travel. How would I even prove to you that time travel exists? Well, one possibility is I could tell my future self, somebody, my version of in the future, that, hey, if time travel is invented in your future, then the way to prove it to everybody here is just show up at this particular moment and wave to the audience, wave to all of you. So that way we could know that, what is it? Something is happening. Just 1 second. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Does that mean time travel exists? I don't know, but I know Swamiji is the God of time and space, and he understands the world better than any of us, and he understands reality better than any of us. And I can't wait for Swamiji to come explain to all of us the beauty of time and space and how we can use it to live our lives better. So without further ado, let's wait for Swamiji. Nithyanandam.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic life negative struggles inside. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize. Greater science is the equivalent word for Hinduism. When you understand the greater science of life, greater courage, more possibility, more fearlessness, more joy, more bliss. When you visualize Paramashiva with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands, your consciousness becomes ferocious, and that ability to visualize, you will get involved in everything deeply. Involved people are the most delicious, most sweet, most beautiful, most juiciest beings of planet Earth. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
Muruga, Kanda, Kadamba, Kadirvela, Kartigeya, Kumara, Gurupara, Shivakumara, Sivagami, Suthane, Sendil, Managarvar, Sevar Kodigone, Sendil, Managarvar, தேவர் கொடியோனே சித்தம் கெலாம் நினைந்து சித்தம் கெலாம் நினைந்து நினைந்து உருக சித்தனாய் வந்த நித்யானந்தனே குரு நித்யானந்தனே நித்யானந்தனே
கண்ணில் படும் பொன் பண்ண திருமுகம் சிந்தை கொடுப்புரு நித்யன் பல முகம் உள்ளம் அதில் கந்தன் முகம் இவன் என நிறைந்தானே ஞானம் தரும் சிவயோக திருமுகம் காண பயம் யாவும் பரந்தோடிடும் பக்தி எனும் சக்தி தனை அருளிடும் பெருமானே வேலும் உண்டு மயிலும் உண்டு வாழ்வினை காத்திட நீ அருகில் உண்டு ஆறிரு கைகள் அணைக்க உண்டு ஆறுமுகன் உண்டு சிவசக்தியின் குமரனை முக்கண்ணன் புதல்வனை தரிசனம் செய்திடுங்கள் கணநாதனின் நிலையவன் கார்த்திகை மைந்தனை கண்ணார கண்டிடுங்கள் சஷ்டியின் நாயகன் பிரணவத்தை உரைத்தவன் கையிலை அமர்ந்த எங்கள் சரவண பவன் சிவசக்தியின் குமரனை முக்கண்ணன் புதல்வனை தரிசனம் செய்திடுங்கள் கணநாதனின் நிலையவன் கார்த்திகை மைந்தனை கண்ணார கண்டிடுங்கள் இருக்கும் நெற்றியில் குங்குமம் வேலினை போலே தெரிகிறதே குரல் யாவும் இதயம் நுழைந்து சேவர் கொடி போல் அசைகிறதே அசைந்தாடும் கண்கள் இரண்டில் மயிலின் நடனம் தெரிகிறதே அலைந்தாடும் எந்தன் மனமோ அதனை கண்டு குளிர்கிறதே ஜகம் யாவும் மனிதரின் மனங்கள் தாவியும் ஓடியும் திளைக்கிறதே கையளவை கடலா எண்ணி வாழ்வை தினமும் தொலைக்கிறதே அவனியில் கிடைத்த அதிசயம் நீயே இருளை விளக்க வந்த காவியம் நீயே அவனியில் கிடைத்த அதிசயம் நீயே இருளை விளக்க வந்த காவியம் நீயே கண்ணில் படும் பொன் பண்ண திருமுகம் சிந்தை தொடுப்புரு நித்யன் பல முகம் உள்ளம் அதில் கந்தன் முகம் இவன் என நிறைந்தானே ஞானம் தரும் சிவயோக திருமுகம் காண பயம் யாவும் பரந்தோடிடும் பக்தி எனும் சக்தி தனை அருளிடும் பெருமானே அரோகரா அரோகரா வேல் வேல் வெற்றி வேல் 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 வெற்றி வேல் அரோகரா 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 குன்று மீதிலே குமரனாய் தெரிப்பவனே தேவர் வேண்டிட வீரனாகிய சூரனை அழித்தவன் இவனே குன்று மீதிலே குமரனாய் தெரிப்பவனே தேவர் வேண்டிட வீரனாகிய சூரனை அழித்தவன் இவனே கடல் தாண்டி மொழி தாண்டி தமிழ் பேசும் முந்தன் மொழி கேட்டு பல கோடி உயிர் பேசும் கடல் தாண்டி மொழி தாண்டி தமிழ் பேசும் முந்தன் மொழி கேட்டு பல கோடி உயிர் பேசும் பால்காவடி பண்டிகாவடி அதை ஏந்தி ஆடி பாடிட மனமகிழ்ந்திட முடி திளைத்திட மலையேறி வந்து வணங்கிட மாயோனின் மருகனே தமிழ் காக்கும் தலைவனே வீரத்தின் புதல்வனே வேல் தாங்கும் வேந்தனே வேலவா ஷண்முகா கைலையை ஆண்டிடும் நித்யனே பரபரவா சிவசக்தியின் குமரனை முக்கண்ணன் புதல்வனை தரிசனம் செய்திடுங்கள் கணநாதனின் நிலையவன் கார்த்திகை மைந்தனை கண்ணார கண்டிடுங்கள்
பெருமானே அருளிடும் பெருமானே பெருமானே
नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि परमशिवशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्